Hey everyone, it's Ben and welcome back to TH300. Today we're reviewing The Accountant 2 and we're going to answer the question, is this the best sequel ever made? No, that was just clickbait, but stick with me here. It is a very good sequel. We're going to answer the question that I had last review. Who is this person who's always talking to Ben Affleck? Is it Britain's assistant? Is it AI? Or something else? And we're going to make a skit. I absolutely love the opening of this film. The way they fit the scene with the tone of the music was really nice, and the sound design was really good here. It was great to see J.K. Simmons back in this role, and we're going to have a great time with him during this film. Oh wait, no, he dies. Because there's a big shootout action scene while there's bingo going on. The action scene was shot very well. It was lots of fun. Bingo, music, action, and death. Yeah, he died. Now, Agent Medina from the first movie is going to carry on the assignment that Ray King was working on, and she needs the help of the accountant. So they find each other, and for some reason they need Christian Wolf's brother, Brax. They explained it in one sentence, and I wasn't listening, so he's along for the ride. When we pick up with Brax, he's very lonely. He wants a dog, and he's still being a hitman. So yeah, that's what he's up to. And I'm sure, like you've heard, the chemistry between Ben Affleck and Jon Bernthal is the best part of this film. There was also an interesting, fun dynamic between Agent Medina and the brothers because of the tactics they use. She's not approving of all the illegal ways they do things because she works for the government. During this film, this woman goes through a very dramatic change, and we're just supposed to believe it. I was like, okay, we're kind of stretching here, but I'll believe it. Now, the assignment they're trying to do is find this kid, and Christian Wolf somehow knows that this kid is autistic, so he feels a link between them. So him and Jon Bernthal go to get the kids in this climactic shootout final battle where the bad guys are going to put the kids in a hole and shoot them. That's kind of dark. But the shootout scene was awesome. It was shot very well. The setting of the shootout kind of felt like a Call of Duty map. So it was kind of like watching people play Call of Duty, but in real life. So there's high stakes and tension. But it just felt too easy. Because you have these very overpowered characters like the John Wicks, who you know they're going to get done what they need to get done. Even though there may be some bumps in the road, they're just too good. And then afterward, I really liked a particular scene when they were on the road and they made a stop. I won't give any spoilers away. But yeah, the ending to this film was very satisfied compared to the ending of the first film where Ben Affleck, Anna Kendrick, and Jon Bernthal, they all ended up alone. This film has a very satisfying ending, which makes me question what the third movie is going to be. But I guess there's always missions that can be had with these characters. The narrative analysis gets a 7.1 out of 10. If you watch the Accountant 1 review, you'll say, hey, that's the same score. Or probably not, you probably don't even remember what the score was. But these are just rounded scores. This film is slightly higher in the narrative analysis. Like the first film, there are confusing spots. I would say this film is probably a little more confusing in how they try to jump from this plot point to that and try to connect all the pieces. I felt like there was one miniature scene where there's a puzzle piece. It's all the way over here. The completed puzzle was right here. And I'm like, what was that? But the story plot was intriguing enough and kept the audience entertained. And again, our two leads, Ben Affleck and Jon Bernthal, are excellent. What I enjoyed about this film is that even though we're dealing with dark subject matter, the tone was lighter than the first. So I like that. The formal analysis gets an 8.3 out of 10. The sound design, I don't know if it's because I was looking for it. It was great. There was one gunshot that scared my entire theater because it sounded like it was Rio. It was in the room with us. I had to look behind me. I'm like, what are you doing? And I noticed the continuity of the sound. Like there's bingo going on. And when you go to another room, you can hear the bingo in the background at all times. And I thought the cinematography was way more noticeable in this film. Just the way they had symmetric shots all lined up. They had shots that were callbacks to the first film. And I love the use of natural lighting. The editing was also very similar to the first film with its great use of flashbacks. And again, the acting was great. The contextual analysis gets a 6.8 out of 10. This film is coming out 8 years after the first one, so it might feel a little late. But they do acknowledge that in the film because it takes place in present day and they acknowledge the time jump. And genre-wise, since it's a sequel to a film that was very unique in its genre, this one slides more and merges more into that thriller action genre. So I would say it's a little less unique than the first. Time for the bonuses. This film gets a plus 0.5 for the performance bonus. Ben Affleck, Jon Bernthal. They're doing the same stuff they did in the original film, but in this film they're diving deeper into their characters, which I enjoyed. The film gets a minus 0.5 for the pacing penalty. At first I didn't think it was too bad, but when I was walking out of the theater, I overheard a woman talking to this guy. She's like, did you fall asleep too? I'm like, okay, maybe it was a little boring for most people. I gave it a plus 0.5 for the recommendation bonus, like the first film, if you love thriller, action genre movies, this film is even better. Now it's time for the call bonus, and I'll call a random person on my phone and ask if they've heard of the movie. If they have, it gets a plus 1%. Hopefully somebody answers this time. Have you heard of the movie The Accountant 2?
The Accountant 2?
Yeah.
I have not.
Really?
Yeah, what movie is it?
Living under a rock?
Yeah, I guess so.
You've never heard of The First Accountant, The Accountant 1?
No. Who's in these movies?
Ben Affleck, John Bernthal.
Shoot, well, maybe I should watch them.
They're good movies. So my score is 74.6%, but we have to factor in external opinions. The audience gave it a 92%, the critics gave it a 78%, and IMDb gave it a 72%. This was not on my original 300 list, so we can't factor that in. I'd also like to mention, if you want more reviews like this, you want to hear more of my thoughts on movies, extra content, behind the scenes stuff, all for free, please become a member on my Patreon. There's just more fun content over there. It'd be fun to build a little community of supporters, if I have any. If you enjoy my content, it'd be very nice. It'd support me a lot, even though it's free. So now it's time to calculate the final score. Drum roll, please. $75.9611216.7%. Ranking number 3 as best movie of all time, beating the First Accountant movie by 7%. Let me know your thoughts on the movie below. Don't let me know if you agree with my score, because the score is the objective score of all time. I mean, you can't disagree with facts. I'm going to be seeing The Thunderbolts on Tuesday, but I don't think I'll have a review for it for a few weeks, because I don't want to keep giving you guys so many movie reviews. I like to give you guys a variety of content. So we'll have a challenge video. And next week's a very special week. It'll be 200 weekends in a row that I have posted a YouTube video. It's just a personal streak that means a lot to me, about consistency, hard work, being able to do what I love. Okay, I thought it was... And I'll talk about this more next week. With all that being said, I'm going to go check my emails. Hopefully nobody's trying to hack me or look for a picture of Uncle Ben. Well, how are we going to get this photo off the guy's laptop? You're going to hack it? It seems a little unethical, you know? Well, how are you going to get him away from his screen?
Turning up volume.
Advertising the weather? Well, my name is Brendan O'Malley, and I'm going to sue the weather app for false advertising. TV, hold on. Okay, secret photos, that's it, yeah. Ghost. Tacos? No. Donuts. Heck? Why is this a secret? Oh, he's coming back.
Initiate microwave.
Microwave? How the heck do you have access to his microwave? Well, that's not the Uncle Ben we're looking for. The Shrek. We shouldn't be looking through his photos. This is enough. Stop it now. Was it making it great?
Accessing lawnmower.
Lawnmower? It's a lawnmower? How is that even possible? There's a video.
Ultimate prank. Invisible spray.
What are we gonna do with it?
You know, I don't think we need to watch this full video.
Any particular reason you took your pants off?
It's amusing, but come on.
Vacuum time.
Weird stuff going. Vacuum. Oh yes, that's a photo. That's a photo. Wait, what's going on over there? Did you just kill him? Well, we got the photo, so I guess it's okay. Goodbye, piano. Goodbye, sad to say goodbye.